Shalom to the elect, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem El Kakodash, and giving double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who well, peace and salutation to the elect. Shemiah Mappa is a Mappa from the Great Millstone Plaintables camp located here in the city of Philadelphia. Above all, I'm Mighty Might. Come a lesson, little are we lesson. This lesson is going into the topic concerning these egg prices. We'll go into the current event. This is off of 6ABC Philadelphia. And I have another link off of WSPA 7 News. Also giving a fair use warning. I don't own any of this footage. This is for educational purposes only. Playing the video.
Because of the bird flu outbreak, the average price for a dozen eggs last month was $4.95. That is up from $2.52 last year, so it's a sizable difference.
Yeah, so as you can see, some very, very significant changes. That's definitely over, double the price. Don't quote the math, but you have it about $2.50 to adding another $2.50 on top of that, $4.95. Basically it's about $5 for a carton, and that's just what they're saying here. Okay.
People are feeling the pinch. The USDA says the shortages are now affecting nearly the entire country, with more confirmed cases and the loss of nearly 27 million birds.
And to make matters worse, beef prices are also approaching a record high. That's because of a shortage of cattle inventory due to droughts and high supply costs.
So, these are some of the different things that's impacting the food. Okay. Let's go to this one, back to the eggs again.
Jumped more than 15% in the past month alone after an outbreak of bird flu dramatically lowered supplies. Nancy Chen shows us how consumers are looking for alternatives, including bringing chickens into their own backyard.
Each week, they seem to go even higher.
We know that egg prices are still sky high.
Leading the rise in grocery prices are eggs.
Those soaring egg prices.
With relief not expected anytime soon, shoppers are turning to the source itself, the chickens.
So again, they said that relief is not coming anytime soon. And as we do know, with Babylon the Great America, there's definitely no healing for this place. This is Jeremiah chapter 51. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. It says, Babylon, which is America, is a place of confusion, has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad, and the nations are acting madly because of the different philosophies which is perpetuated out of Babylon the Great. Okay, the democracy, its religion, its alphabet lifestyles, and the feminism, and we can go into the different idols, the false gods, and these are just some of the different philosophies that Esau Edom pushes out. And you have it that Esau Edom pushes out that America is the place to be, and that is gonna improve. But as the scriptures have already prophetically told you, this is Babylon chapter 51 and 8. It says, Babylon, which is America, is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her, and let everyone into his own country, for her judgment is reached unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. So Babylon is not healed. You go into, of course, that it's going into in the Hebrew. You can find it. Let's see, let me find it real quick right here. So Wala'ah and not Rapatha. And then Izab Wa, which that means to forsake or leave. Okay. And you have it that displaced national defects are unhealable. Simple as that. They're irreparable. Okay, so the debt levels and all of the different schemes and plots in which your different various government leaders are coming with is not going to bring it back. And instead, a lot of these different things that they're doing are gonna move towards implementing what we know is coming with the new system, okay, which is gonna be with an implantable device, all right, as we do know as the C-hip, okay, the MOTB, okay, that charagma, that etching, which that etching is obviously using an apparatus that's going to implant this different device, well, this actual device, which is going to be the means in which people are going to buy and sell with, and actually do their various tasks within society, authenticate their existence, okay. And without it, obviously Esau is going to outcast you, and at worst make it fatal, okay. And that's the things that we see on the horizon with prophecy, seeing with all of these prices continuing to soar. I seen I think one is girl, I can't pull up the video, but it's on Instagram. The girl showed one of these certain cartons of eggs, and it was for $16.
Across the country, several hatcheries we spoke with told us they're seeing significantly more interest in buying chicks.
Yeah, and why people are buying chicks so that they can raise them up to be either for food, to make meat, use them for meat, or use them for the offspring, the egg, to get protein, breakfast food, and that sort of. The eggs have different many very different various uses.
Chicken sales have gone up dramatically for all the people I know that sell chickens.
Ron Goldsmith says sales of feed for chickens at his New Jersey pet store have more than doubled since October.
Every week we're selling probably 50% more than we did the prior week.
Even renting hens has taken off, with one company lending out their chickens for 6 months at a time.
Still, as charming as they are, keeping chickens isn't always all that it's cracked up to be. A backyard hen in her prime can lay up to 5 eggs a week. Between the initial cost of the coop, chicks at
5 eggs a week, and people be eating multiple eggs per day, okay, and 5 eggs a week, that's not sufficient. So that's just having one hen. You can have multiple hens, I would suppose, okay,
and feet
to up the amount of output you can get, the amount of eggs you could produce.
Setting all this up could mean thousands of dollars. Compare that to buying a dozen eggs per week at the store for about $300 a year.
There you go, and that's at the current price. If you each week $5.73 times 52, about $300 a year, and it don't be like that. Things don't be so cut and dry like that, okay. But that is a significant amount of money, but the prices are even up more than that.
If people are looking
to most people, like I said, even when they buy eggs, different people that are health conscious, they may eat, or they may eat eggs that are like pasture raised, or which would be alleged best option instead of cage free, and what's the other one? Cage free. I forget the other one. It's another one, but the conventional, they have it there in cages and stuff, and it's not really good for the egg. I mean the chicken. They got a lot of trauma. They on top of one another. Then they, of course, pumping all these different drugs on them because they get ill, and it's not good. All right, that's why this place need, of course, a reset. Okay, because the earth is really screaming out against the rulership too. Okay, so this is just gonna push more famines and such. Okay, so meaning a scarcity of food, and these are some of the last day prophecies that's gonna occur. All right, this is Matthew chapter 24, and it tells you about the different signs of the last days, that Yahushua, which is the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, that's the true name, Yahushua, which means He's a deliverer. Okay, He's a deliverer for the nation of Israel, and the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, and the ones that are going to be delivered in these times are going to be the elect. Start with the prophets, and then you have the peaceable multitude of believers that are Israelites, men, women, and children who are not prophets, that will believe and will, of course, be delivered and have received mercy from Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord's going to feed them in the time of famine. So it says here, for nation, this is Matthew chapter 24 and 7, just straight to the point. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. Now, famines, you're dealing with that scarcity, man, of the food. It's not that there's no food, it's that there's a scarcity of food. Okay, limos, all right, limos, which is a scarcity of harvest, right? Why is the harvest not coming in? Well, they're telling you because of different pestilence outbreaks, okay, which again is another sign of the end, okay, of these pestilence outbreak. So yuppie, this flu and this that, those are pestilences, okay, and the prices also increasing is just biblical prophecy. All right, you go to Revelation, it talks about that'll be I believe that's the black horse. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 6, and in verse 6 it says, and I heard in the midst of the fourth beast say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. Okay, so a measure of wheat for a penny. Okay, a penny representing a day's wage. Okay, back then. Okay, in Roman times. Okay, but in 3 measures of barley for a penny. Imagine for a day's wage you only get that, a very, very, very small amount, okay, for something that you worked very, very hard for, okay, which is these wages and stuff. And Jake worked very, very hard, and you have it with the inflation and hyperinflation, which this goes into. You're gonna see a lot of people choose to change how they eat, and a lot of people also are gonna resort to different crime and things of that sort, invading one another, going in different stores, and like a lot of stuff is gonna happen, because of these different prophecies, coming into effect. All right. So, we just pray that the Lord be with us, especially in these times, especially, with the Pesach coming up. We pray that the Lord have us within His grace, and we continue to keep the faith, no matter, what we see. We walk by faith and not by sight. All right. So this is the book of this is Ecclesiastic Saga. It's second Esdras, and you go to the 15th chapter. All right. And it says here in verse 19, it says, and a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Okay, that's any various instrument that can bring forth great harm and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So that pressure will push people to spoil others of their goods. Okay, so those that do have eggs, in the coming times, those that got different provisions, they're gonna be targeted. Okay, because people are gonna want to more so provide for their own family and themselves. So it's gonna get real selfish out here, because as we do know, the love of many waxing cold. But this is the deal, man. Let's click this.
With bird flu outbreaks sending the price of eggs skyrocketing in recent months, Bay Area restaurants, I should say, are being forced to change the way they do business. And in some cases, that means passing on an egg surcharge. The Press Democrat reports Max Deli in Santa Rosa has a $2 surcharge on egg dishes. We spoke to the owner of Camino Corner restaurant in San Bruno, who goes through 2,500 eggs a week. She says her egg prices have increased 150%, but she has avoided a surcharge so far by getting creative.
We go to the wholesale Costco, and they limited, 5 cases of 5 dozen per customer. So we go there early in the morning, pick it up, and then come back here and open up. It's about $4 per dozen from Costco. So we luck out with that one. As long as it stay under 60, 70 bucks per case from Costco, then we can, hold off. We also encourage our customers, instead of eating eggs, they can switch egg for hash brown or fruit without extra charge on it.
Yeah, so, they're going to still try to do these alternatives, but what's going to happen when Costco can't get eggs? A lot of these businesses are going to go out of business. So, they just kicking can down the road, but that's a lesson to the spirit. Shalom to the elect.